Hasil kajian-kajian tersebut menyimpulkan bahwa lokasi ibu kota baru yang paling ideal adalah di sebagian Kabupaten Penajam Pasar Utara dan sebagian di Kabupaten Kutai Kartanegara, Provinsi Kalimantan Timur. Jakarta akan tetap menjadi prioritas pembangunan dan terus dikembangkan menjadi kota bisnis, kota keuangan, pusat perdagangan, dan pusat jasa berskala regional dan global.
Welcome back to Consider This. That was Indonesian President Joko Widodo announcing that Indonesia's capital city will now be relocated to the province of East Kalimantan on the island of Borneo. What do you think about that dramatic pause when he was making that announcement?
He's a showmanship kind of guy, right? I mean, he's there for the theatre.
So much drama.
I just want to highlight where the place is. Can we just trigger some of the graphics that we have for you, and we put it on the screen? It's actually very close to Kota Kinabalu, actually, and it's still very far from Kuching. And you can see that Samarinda,
Balikpapan. Isn't it?
It is on the coast, and the reasons are plenty and manifold. One of them is that Jakarta is going to be sinking. That's obvious. And I spoke to a very renowned architect just yesterday about this fact. Number two, Jakarta's overly populated, and they need to, I guess, share the infrastructure and growth elsewhere in the country. And most importantly, the third thing is that it is protected from natural disasters. And as we all know, Jakarta is, or Indonesia for that matter, is situated within the Ring of Fire, and they are always plagued by
tsunamis, earthquakes,
volcanoes, you name it. So that area that they chose at East Kalimantan is meant to be protecting against all these, I guess, natural disasters.
Yeah, I mean, this is an interesting story. It's not new, so the kind of suggestion to move the capital city has been floating around for a while, but it is going to be quite interesting because, you know, in his, I think, Independence Day celebration speech, Jokowi said that Indonesia is not just for Jakarta and Java. So this, I guess, is a way of him looking at fostering a more equitable economic development for the rest of the country. And you know, this year, I think it was back in 1949 when Indonesia first changed their capital. So it was from Yogyakarta to Jakarta, and now to Borneo.
Yeah, and we've covered this at length when we interviewed President Jokowi just a few weeks ago. That is an exclusive by Astro AWANI, where our colleagues Asha Ismail as well as Rizal Zulkapli interviewed him at length. One of the conversations involved on the movement of Jakarta to a new place, new capital. Again, this is not the first time countries have moved capital.
Right.
Malaysia is one of them. We have moved capital.
We haven't moved our capital city, so that's Kuala Lumpur still, but our administrative capital has been changed to Putrajaya.
Yes. But the Australian Capital Territory, ACT, is in Canberra. Capital is still Sydney. Brasilia is the administrative capital for Brazil, even though Rio de Janeiro is where all the action happens. So those are the kind of things that people see and do all around the world.
Okay, so here's what we want you to consider tonight. My question to you, Ibrahim, is how do we feel about cities that grow organically by itself versus, you know, planned cities? Is one better than the other?
Yes, one is better than the other.
What do you think of planned cities?
I think planned cities are okay. I think planned cities are the way to go for this matter.
All right, there you go. That's all we have for you on Consider This. I'm Melisa, Idris, and with me tonight has been Ibrahim Sani. We will be back tomorrow night at 10 p.m. for another edition of Consider This, only on Astro AWANI.